When I was a little girl, about 4 years old, we first came to Thompson Station Baptist. I came with my dad and my mom and my little brother, and we were full members of the church. And then something happened about when I turned 6, and we stopped coming to church. And there was a good 7 to 9 years where we didn't come to church at all. I still to this day don't know why, but we didn't. And when I was in 6th grade, my parents got divorced, and it was really hard because, you know, you're not going to have a parent there all the time. You know, you're going to either have your dad or you're going to have your mom. They're not going to be there together. And the summer of 6th grade, I remember my mom and my little sister named Anova actually left the house. They left together. And I remember, you know, feeling crushed inside because, you know, I couldn't see my sister and I didn't see my mom for a good long time. And then we did this like switch thing where we would have one parent come, you know, for a week, and then we'd have another parent come for the next week. And it was so hard because, you know, once you were used to having a parent there, they would leave and you'd have the other parent, you know, and it was very strange because whenever I needed, like, my mom, my dad would be there. Whenever I needed my dad, my mom would be there, and it was weird, and it would never really worked right. And we did that for a good, you know, summer. And then I went to Spring Hill Middle School, 7th grade year, and my mom stopped coming home. She took my sister with her, and they decided that they weren't gonna see us anymore. And they went and they lived in an apartment by themselves, and I didn't see my sister or my mom for a good year. And it was really hard because, I mean, I love my siblings. Hopefully everyone does, but I have a tie with my siblings that no one else does, you know, and to not see your sister for an entire year is really, really hard. And it crushes you because, in a way, you don't get to see your best friend. My mom decided that she didn't want us at all, and she gave my little sister back to my dad. And there was a period of about 2 or 3 years where I didn't see my mom at all. I mean, I barely knew who she was. You know, I knew her name, and I knew, you know, who she was, but I didn't know where she was. I didn't know what she was doing. I didn't know who she was with. And it's really hard not to, you know, mentally think, well, I'm not good enough. You know, she left because, you know, I did something wrong, you know, and it was just very challenging, and my siblings didn't understand why she left. I mean, she did leave and said that she didn't want to have anything to do with us, and I don't know, it was just very, very, very hard to wrap your mind around the fact that your mom left you. The summer of 7th grade, I remember I had been coming to church for about a year, and my dad finally decided to sign me up for Beach Week. And I went with my friend Ashley and my friend Catherine, and we were in the same bunk room together. And I remember that week something inside me changed, and it was like, you know how on a cloudy day when you go outside it's like really cloudy? It was almost like all of a sudden the clouds weren't there, and it was like sunshine and meadows and rainbows, and you could run through the flowers singing songs, and it was amazing because I had never experienced something like that in my life. You know, I had always known, you know, bad stuff or, you know, someone leaving me, but what's cool is I knew God would never leave me. I knew he would be there no matter what happened, and that was such a blessing to me then, and my eyes were opened, you know. I was free. I was freed from my chains. And it's the most amazing feeling because you know that you're safe. No matter what happens here on earth, you know you're safe. You know, whether you leave, you know, today or you leave in a year or you leave in 20 years, you know, you're safe. You're going to heaven. You're going to be with the King forever. And that reassurance, it's just, that alone is pure hope. Pure hope that, you know, I'm going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. About 5 months ago, on June 26, 2013, my mom committed suicide. And my siblings didn't know how to handle it. I would like to hope my siblings are saved. They've said they're saved, but, you know, they're little. So you never know. But what's cool was I got to tell them that they would be okay. They got to feel what I felt when I was saved. They got to feel, oh, we're gonna be okay. God's gonna help us. You know, we're not alone. We'll never be truly alone. And that's what makes it worth it. That's what makes being here worth it for me. I want to be here for my siblings no matter what. I want to be an inspiration to them. I want to be an example to them. I want them to see Christ in me. And I want them to be able to look up to me and say, that's my big sister. I'm proud of her. You know, I want them to be able to run and tell their friends, that's my big sister. She's my big sister. And the fact that they do that now is amazing. And through everything that I've been mom my entire life. I've been big sister. I've been dad's helper. I've been a best friend. I've been a lot of things for people, but I'm a Christian, and that's what my job is. My name's Winter Carline, and this is my story.